in your report. Okay, it depends on what you want. We are going to try on the data that we have. For example, if I say that I want to see that, okay, the sales by country. I want to see the sales by country. Then I have to choose first what visual that I should use. If I want to see the sales by country, if I use map or field map, they are the symbol, or they are the visual that will make use of your data that is a country to show us. For example, in here, if I use field map, okay, I just click on the field map first to be shown on my report. Right now, there is nothing in my visual yet, because in here I haven't chosen anything into my report. Then the next thing that we have to do is that we have to choose the fields from the right hand side. Where do we want? For sure, the first one, we have to just like choose it from ship country. We have to choose it from ship country. It just like takes some time because it just has to load the map. For the first time, it is just a bit slow, but later on it will be faster in here. After that, I may choose order ID as well. In here. So if I just like maximize this visual, I want to see it in the full page. You have to go to focus mode. And then it will show just like all the things that we have in here. So in this one, it tells us for the order that you that you ship into each country. Suppose you can see that, okay, in here, let me check first whether this field is a correct field or not. Yeah, you can see that in here, the ship country here is not complete. Power BI will try its best to show us for the country that we ship to. But the most suitable one is that you should trim it first and use the ship country trim instead of this one. Okay. But you can see that in here, if you use just the full ship address, it doesn't show the country for you. It cannot locate what country do we have, something like this. All right, so you have to use the ship country in order to let Power BI to specify the country that we ship the products to. In this one, if we say that for the order ID, it doesn't show anything much. In this one, you say that, okay, you might use like some data instead. For example, we say that I want the data from orders detail. I want to see the quantity that we ship to each country. You can see that in this one, the map will be filled with, will be shown with the circle. The bigger circle, the more quantity that you ship to. So in this one, the reason why it shows as just like the visual as the circle size in here, it's because when you are in the meeting room, and you want to see that, okay, which country that you have an opportunity to expand more. Because I mean, like if your sales is still like small amount, or small quantity, like this one. In South America, you can just like sell more for sure. And which country that you can sell a lot already, like this one. You can just like compare by the size of the circle straight away. So in this one, if you move the mouse pointer over the circle, it just shows us the country that you ship, and it also shows the quantity that we have that we have as well, that we sold the product to as well in here. Okay, so but anyway, when you have this one, you can see that for the, what to say, okay, when you have this data, it doesn't tell us much for the quantity. It doesn't tell us about the revenue that we get. Because if you sell a lot of quantity in that country, but the price per unit might be very cheap, it doesn't show us anything much. For example, suppose you say that, okay, when we talk about the number of items that we sold in Argentina, it's just 339. It's just 339. But when we compare with the one that we sold to this country, let's say USA, it's 9,330. What if the product that we sold to USA is like, let's say screw, while the product that we sold to Argentina is refrigerator? You can see that even though we sold just 59 pieces or items of refrigerator, it's more expensive than screw for sure. So what should we do in this case? You can see that in here, if you have a look on the orders detail, let me just like go back to the data view. If you have a look on the orders detail, okay, I go to order detail here. You can see that in here, it doesn't have the total amount, right? It doesn't have total amount. What should we do? In this case, I'm going to talk about the next tools that we have in Power BI. In order to like doing something, in order to do something that is more useful than the existing data that we have got. In this one, we need to create an extra things that we call column. The extra thing that we call column. How do we gonna have the column in Power BI? What is a column in Power BI? In order to have the extra column in Power BI, hang on, just won't be long. We need to have an extra column like this, and it just like calculate the things for you. This is what we call column in Power BI, that you can create it, and inside the column you can calculate as if you use Excel to do it. This one, inside each column, you can have what we call DAX. DAX. What does DAX stand for? DAX stand for data analysis expression. Data analysis expression is equivalent to formula in Excel that you can add it. In the column that you create, you can have the formula, or I mean, from now on, I'll call it as DAX. We can have constant values as we want. So today I will begin with the easy example for the column first, and the next time I will go down more deeper for the more complicated DAX that we can have in Power BI. Right. Okay, in here, let's see first how can we have an extra column in Power BI. You can see that in here, in here. If you go to if you would like to have a column, you have to justify first where would you like to have that column in. The column must be located in a specific table. For example, if you say that you would like to find out the sales amount of each order, and you know that the sales amount come from the multiplication of the unit price by quantity. The unit price and the quantity are located in the orders detail table. So the extra column that we are going to create must be or should be in the orders detail table. I'll put it in the orders detail table for the extra column. Okay, all right. Okay, the next thing is that, okay, if we say that, okay, we know that in each order we have to we have to be charged by the tax as well. So we are going to have the tax column and if we say that for the tax column here, if we just like put the tax percent or the tax percent or the tax rate in the orders detail, it might be too much. We may put the tax rate in the orders table and every order detail will apply the same tax rate to its calculation. Then you can put the tax rate in the orders table. And for the tax amount, that is the multiplication between your sales and the tax rate will be in the orders detail. That sounds okay. So let's see how it works. Okay. So firstly, I'll talk about the first DAX, the first new column that we will have the DAX inside first for calculating the sales. All right, okay. Let's see how we're gonna do that. Now we are going to create the sales. We are going to create the sales amounts column. In order to create the new column, okay, let me just see. They change the interface again. Yeah, okay, it's here. You can see that in here, whenever we would like to create the new column, we have to go to that table first. I want the sales order column in the orders detail table. Then we go to orders detail table first. We go to home, and then you will see new column. It's here. New column, it's here. Then we click on new column. Right now, when the column is created, it shows column like this. And then it has the formula bar similar to Excel that we did before. This is formula bar. The formula bar is the place where we put the DAX in. Okay. Then we will type the DAX inside this the white box in here. Okay. So right now, what is the formula first in this one? We have to multiply unit price by quantity. We will call this column as the sales order. I call it as gross sale gross sales. Okay. Gross sales come from unit price times quantity. Okay. So how do we gonna just like apply this formula into the DAX? The way to do is that you just click behind equal sign, and then you start typing column name. In this one, I type unit price. I just typed wrongly, so that's why it's just like deleted. Then I just create a new column again. Okay. So then I apply the formula behind the equal sign. You just click the in that box. So you see the cursor blinking here. You start typing unit price. When you start typing UNIT, you can see that in here. What is showing on your screen? It will show orders detail unit price. In the blue box. What does it mean? Orders detail unit price means you have unit price column from the orders detail table. You click on it. Sorry, I'm a bit slow. Okay, here. You click on unit price. double click on it. It will copy that text for you นะครับ so this one right now you get the unit price already that means this one นะครับ unit price here mean the unit price in the orders detail table here นะครับ it is copy here after that you multiply นะครับ you just type multiplying symbol you just multiply it and then you just type quantity QUAN and then you see this one you just double click to copy the value this one นะครับ when you have a look we call this one as this is our DAX once you press enter นะครับ once you press enter it will calculate this DAX for you and put all of these values in the column in the new column so in here the things that you see on our new column is that the column name is just the word column it is not the gross sales as we want how to make DAX to be completed we have to change or we have to rename this column as a gross sales in order to rename it นะครับ you just go to this part in the column here นะครับ the column name here you rename it to be the text as you want นะครับ in here I will rename it as gross sales I rename it as gross sales and then I press enter that will be re-evaluated นะครับ I have a column called gross sales already I have a column called gross sales already okay right up to this point do you have any questions for the first DAX
Ajahn, can you repeat the step again? I didn't catch up.
Step of what
Of DAX car.
Of DAX firstly when you need to have DAX you have to create a new column first you need to have a cell the new column first so firstly you have to think where will you put the new column on in this case I want to have a new column on orders detail table then I go to home choose new column the new column is created then you enter the formula or DAX into this box so firstly if you have the name of that column in your mind already like this if I say that my column name will be test value then I start entering the formula if I know that the formula is from this column the existing column I just type the column name into this DAX for example in here I say that it's from unit price when I start typing like units it shows the related columns นะครับ that are like similar to the text that I type in and I see that it's unit price I double click on unit price in the blue box here then it copies into my formula นะครับ this is the way to get that field and then you just like use the formula as you want after you finish you just press enter then the DAX will be calculated and then place the value into your new column นะครับ and when you would like to rename the column นะครับ when you would like to rename the column you can do in two ways you may just like go to the DAX and replace the text to be the new name as you want okay if I say that this is my new name I press enter okay now it's changed already or you can right click on that column name and then choose rename instead if you don't have นะครับ okay I will delete this example out the test value that I just created okay right now it's your turn ครับ I want you to create your new column with the DAX นะครับ that you just like have to think or create by yourself นะครับ so I want you to create okay let me type in the PowerPoint it is easier for you Okay, so this one I want you to do this for me. I give you 5 minutes to create column to find the discount amount. Yes, you can start now. So from what I told you to create the new column this one we would like to have a column to show the discount amount so in this one you have to see that okay when we want to create a discount amount the discount amount should be in the orders detail because it's from the calculation of the discount and the gross sales of each orders detail so it should be here so when we have the new column we did the same thing we just go to home click on the new column and after that you have the formula you just type discount amount equals to discount multiplied by gross sales so in this one you can see that when we press enter it will just like calculate the discount amount for you that is possible that some of the some of the order it doesn't have the discount so that's why the discount amount is 0 but okay let's see if I filter let's see the data that we have some discount a bit here you can see that this is the discount amount for an example of the records or the orders that we have the discount rate in here okay all right so everyone just create the new another column for me please I want you to create a new column to call and call it as net sales net sales for each order detail. It's a subtraction of gross sales by the discount amount this one you should do it quicker I give you 3 minutes to do that okay for the given example for the given problem that I gave it to you this one we would like to create the new column we would like to create a new column so the things that we have to do is that we have to just like create a column first and we have to know that where to create we know that we would like to see the net sales for each order so it should be in the order detail table in here so in here we go to home tab we choose orders detail table first go to home tab and after that choose new column after that we just create a column called as net sales equals to gross sales according to the given formula is gross sale subtracted by discount amounts discount amount here then you press enter this one you get the net sales in here okay so this one on the next time I will just like relate this this table with another table when we have to use the column from another table what are we going to do because we cannot just like type the field name directly we have to use some tricks in order to just like move that one on okay so now up to this point do you have any questions for these 3 columns that we created on the order detail table okay if you don't have the question let's have a look a bit before I just like move on the next thing the column that we created if you have a look on the right hand side on the fields lists you can see that in here there are discount amounts gross sales and net sales that we just recently created right these three columns that we created the things I want you to do is here the symbol in front of the newly created column will be an extra symbol extra icon than others because if you have a look on if you have a look on other column that are just like the standard column that we have in our Power BI นะครับ there is nothing show in the front except the sigma symbol here นะครับ that I'll explain it next on but for the newly created column it comes up with the symbol นะครับ this is the column symbol นะครับ this is the column symbol okay because of what why do we have to remember this one because whenever we have to create the visual นะครับ later นะครับ if you would like to create a visual later นะครับ we have to just like use the column sometimes we have to use the column sometimes the column that we just recently created นะครับ in some visual นะครับ that I'll just like let you do it on the next class because you can see that for the standard values that we have got นะครับ sometimes in the visual that we create it might not just like work well as we want for example in here you can see that if we just like choose the quantity is not okay but if we say that okay we will use the net sales instead in here นะครับ it shows us for the net sales that we have got นะครับ instead of the what to say quantity นะครับ so this one will be useful okay right okay then นะครับ if you don't have any questions นะครับ I have a couple of things to tell you the first one นะครับ I check from my what to say hang on I check from my Google Sheet นะครับ the Google form sorry I check from my Google form and I found that okay not every team นะครับ just submit not every team submit me the team list นะครับ and some teams you haven't update your member list for the team's presentation yet นะครับ so I would like you to do it today นะครับ don't do it after this because I'm going to assign the extra point assignment to you นะครับ okay let me just confirm with you a bit นะครับ okay this one okay Surada ครับ Surada are you here Surada how many people are there in your team ครับ 5 right okay so please update in your Google form because right now in the Google form let me see this is yours oh okay oh I thought that same person Surada and Sirada sorry 5 people นะครับ okay Pawarit ครับ Pawarit are you here ครับ Pawarit
Yes, I'm here.
yeah Pawarit how many people are there in your team ครับ
4 people ครับ
4 okay then it's updated already นะครับ Puvit ครับ how many people are there in your team
4 ครับ
4 please update นะครับ in your Google form นะครับ just type the new one instead because right now in your list I have just 3 people only that are Puvit Supisara and Pantitra นะครับ okay please update the new member Sukharin ครับ do you have 5 people in your team
Yes ครับ
okay it's updated นะครับ Kanyapak ครับ how many people are there in your team ครับ
4 ค่ะ
4 okay I got 4 okay and Supasini ครับ how many people are there in your team ครับ
5 ค่ะ
5 okay now I have 5 now let me count so I think I have because right now we have just like 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 4 plus 5 that comes up with 15 plus 22 plus 12 just 27 people only so do we still have somebody who haven't fill up your team list in the form yet because right now I just have 27 people only นะครับ so if you haven't done it นะครับ please do it by today นะครับ and apart from this one นะครับ what else do we still have anybody who haven't got the team no okay that's good so that means everyone has a team already but I'm just curious right now we have 39 people I mean, actually, it should be around 37, 38 because I use like many devices with this Zoom session. But we have just like 27 people in the list only. So please do it today,นะครับ. Please do it by today because we have to do the extra point assignments,นะครับ. That means if you don't do it today,นะครับ, because I will assign it by tonight,นะครับ. If you don't register your team,นะครับ, I will not assign the assignment for you because this assignment will be the team basis,นะครับ, and I have to assign like each team separately,นะครับ. Okay, right. So let me just talk about the. Okay,ครับ. Okay, done ready. Thank you,ครับ. But I mean, right now we should have like 30, at least 30 people in the list for sure. But right now, in the team registration, I have just like 27 people only. Okay, right. Okay, so let's see. I'll just like talk about a bit for the assignment that I will just like give it to you. You can see that in here. Let me just show you in the Zoom. In this one, we have altogether 34 built-in visuals, that you see on Power BI. They are useful to create the report in different situations. The things that I assign to you to do is that I will let each team, I will assign each team for different visual. The things that I would like each team to do is that I want you to find out what situation or when should each type of visual be applied. I want you to explain the suitable facts or situation that each visual should be used. For example, if I say that, okay, I got the map, I have the map that we use today. I say that when we would like to see the information in different countries by using the visual to display, blah, 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 something like that. And then in order to let other people to understand more, I would like you to find a small set of data and use that visual to show that, okay, for example, I'll show you the map visual with this set of data. You can see that this one is very useful, blah, 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 something like that. This one is for your extra point team's extra point presentation. That means I will let you to present different type of visuals that will be useful for us. So each team will be assigned around two or three different visuals or 4 visuals depends on the size of your team. That means each person should have an equal chance to do each visual. We will spend around let's say 5 or 6 minutes per each team to do the presentation for each visual that we should have. So for the date that we are going to present the each visual that we should have, I will assign to you next on. I'll give you the time to do this one around 1 or 1.5 weeks for preparing this kind of just like scenarios for each visual that your team is assigned. So that's why, as I told you, for any team who hasn't updated your member list or who haven't enter your teams or register your team into the Google form, please do it by today because I'll just like assign the visual different kind of visuals to your team by tonight or tomorrow morning. So do it as soon as possible. That is the first thing that I would like to tell you. Okay, so the next thing that I have to tell you is that because on next Wednesday and next Monday, I have to go to the hospital for 2 days for medical checkup. So I can't just like give you the lecture on those 2 days. Then we need to have the makeup class. Unfortunately, and sorry about that. then I want you to just like register, sorry, not register, to tell meนะครับ to let me know that which date นะครับ what time that you have class นะครับ it look like this นะครับ I will just like I'll give you the Google form นะครับ I'll give you the Google form that look like this one นะครับ please specify the time slot that you have class for example for sure on Monday นะครับ on Monday hang on Monday and Wednesday 8 to 10 we have our class for sure, right? You tick like this, and for other time that you have class just tick for me นะครับ every class that you have นะครับ and then you just like click submit, and then I'll compile this thing and I'll see the time that that most of you are available นะครับ for just like informing you the time that we are going to have the makeup class, because unfortunately firstly I just like asked the secretary that can I just like do the makeup class online only. They said that no, because right now we are coming back to the campus already, so that means I have to conduct the class in the classroom. But I mean, like, if you have time but you do not come to the uni on that day or at that time, and you want to study in the online mode, it's okay for you นะครับ no problem at all. So in this one I will just like send you in the line group นะครับ so please fill up this Google form for me นะครับ if possible can you please do it by today so that I know what date and what time that I will assign the makeup class time for us นะครับ please do it for me, thank you very much นะครับ that's all for today นะครับ you have a nice day and we see each other again on next Monday นะครับ don't forget to fill up the Google form for me, and don't forget to update your team list for me on Google form as well นะครับ everyone. Okay, then you have a nice day ครับ bye bye, take care นะครับ and stay safe, see you on Monday ครับ bye ครับ everyone